Chuck's was a man whose wealth was a fortress, and he lived within its high walls with cold satisfaction. His name was known in the city not for kindness, but for the sharpness of his deals and the glitter of his possessions. Among those possessions was his driver, Kevin, a quiet man with calloused hands and a heart anchored by faith. Each morning, Kevin arrived before the sun, polishing the black luxury car until it mirrored Chuck's pride. He drove with patience through chaotic traffic, his eyes often lifting to the rearview mirror not to check the road, but to see the disdain in his employer's gaze. Chuck seldom spoke to him directly, preferring to issue commands as if to a machine.
Faster, slower, don't speak unless spoken to.
When it rained, Chuck's would make Kevin stand outside with an umbrella, waiting while he lingered in restaurants or meetings, never mind that Kevin's own shirt grew damp and cold. On one such evening, as water streamed down Kevin's face, Chuck's emerged from a glittering party and tossed his coat into Kevin's arms.
Try not to drip on it.
Kevin's wife had fallen ill and the medical bills gathered like storm clouds. He gathered the courage one day to ask for an advance, his voice humble, his eyes pleading. Chuck's laughed, a short, dry sound.
Your troubles are not my business. If you can't manage your life, maybe you don't deserve this job.
Yet Kevin never complained. In the moments between orders, he would whisper prayers, his faith a quiet shield against the bitterness he faced daily. He believed that humility was strength, and mercy was a currency Chuck's had never learned to spend. One winter night, Chuck's demanded Kevin drive him up the mountain road to his isolated villa. The weather turned fierce. Ice coated the asphalt, and the wind howled like a wounded thing. Halfway up, the car skidded, tires losing grip, and slid toward the edge of the cliff. For a terrifying moment, everything hung in the balance. Chuck screamed, his pride shattered into raw fear. But Kevin, calm and steady, maneuvered with a skill born of years of unnoticed dedication. He guided the car back to safety, his hands firm on the wheel, his breath a whispered prayer. When they stopped, Chuck stumbled out, pale and trembling. He looked at Kevin, really looked, and for the first time saw not a servant but a man whose worth far exceeded his own. Shame washed over him, hot and sudden. He tried to speak, to offer thanks or perhaps an apology, but Kevin only smiled gently.
God brought us through. Go in peace.
From that day, Chuck's treatment of Kevin changed. He raised his pay, paid his wife's medical bills, and spoke to him with newfound respect. But the true change was deeper. A crack in the wall of his pride, through which a